Well, guys, I am in Lynch, Kentucky. An interesting town. Used to be a company town, founded in 1917 by U.S. Coal and Coke Company. And the entire town was in service to that coal mining company. But as we all know, that is often a recipe for disaster. Gary, Indiana? Anybody? Same thing. Anyway, I'm going to tell you about that and explore this town. So let's do that. Oh, by the way, this is the Luni River. Runs through this narrow, I guess you'd call it a valley. Sometimes they call it a holler, but just a hollowed point between the mountains here. It is really beautiful right here, isn't it? All right, let's go look around, guys. Now I was going to give you the history of the town real quick, but they actually have a sign right here that does just that. So let's take a look at it. Build the town, Big Luni Creek was rerouted. Okay. Among the structures chronicled here, the coal company constructed 6 miles of paved streets, 50 miles of water lines, one of the largest company stores in the world. Also included were a hospital, 120-room hotel, bank, post office, elementary, and high schools. 1,000 homes were served by outhouses, and each connected to a central sewage system disposal plant. And from what I understand, it was one of the best in the world, the sewage system here at the time. At its peak, the city had over 10,000 residents. Yeah, so we're talking late 30s into early 1940. There were 10,000 people here. Today, around 600. As you can well imagine, that is a significant loss of population. It's a little more than a ghost town. Well, I don't know if that's really fair. There's quite a few people here, actually. A lot of houses with cars in front of it. So maybe that's not fair to call it a ghost town, but certainly it is nowhere near as big as it used to be. Now, the town was named after the head of U.S. Coal and Coke. His name was Thomas Lynch. And what happened here? Well, we'll get into that in just a second. Let me show you some stuff over here real quick. Safety, the first consideration. Mine number 31, 1920. Looks like we can go in here. This is quite the thing they've got going here.
Yeah, we sure do.
Wow. Yeah, I want to go in there. Doesn't look like I can, though. This is quite a nice museum they've got here. Little spot. I guess this is the end of the line, though. This is awesome. You can smell sulfur. Now you can see the tracks here for the coal cars. There's the entrance there. Comes out here, and they would load this coal on this conveyor belt. And at its peak, they would move 500 tons of coal an hour. It's cool they actually got some coal in it. That is fantastic. And they've got little coal cars right here, the trains, I guess you would call them. And this is what they look like. Bringing the coal up from underground. They will load it up on this conveyor belt to this tipple over here. Now, when this tipple was built in the 1920s, it was the largest capacity tipple in the world. And they actually set the record for the most coal production in one day, the world record. In February 12, 1923, 12,820 tons of coal were mined and brought up in 9 hours. Now here's the conveyor belt. It goes over the road on its way to the loading area and the tipple. Now right here is the powerhouse. So here's another look at the power plant, and then the conveyor belt, which comes up to this loading tower or concrete bin, a tipple, or what's left of it. Now let's see what the sign says. The original structure, which consisted of the concrete bin seen here and an additional 60-foot high steel superstructure atop the concrete, was the largest coal tipple in the world when completed in 1930. Upper steel structure was used to hand-pick rock from the coal to screen and size the product, housed in a huge dust collection system. That's pretty incredible, isn't it? And next to it is city water plant. So the company just built their own water plant as well. It's right here. Just lies in ruins now. But as you can hear, they had lots of water to supply it. Yeah, look at that. I'm not sure if I can go over there or not. Let me see what I can do. Oh, there's just so much water everywhere, though. Amazing, huh? Cars used to, or vehicles used to drive across this. No longer. Give you a look at the river. And the power plant. Well, I'm not sure if I can go over here. I'll go take a look and see if anybody runs me off. Power plant from here, and then you can see another conveyor belt. It goes into here. Isn't that something? These are beautiful ruins, aren't they? Love this stuff. Let's see if we can see inside. Try to imagine the hustle and bustle of activity that was once here. That's incredible. There are times that I have to tell you guys, I really love what I do. This is what I live for, seeing this stuff. It's amazing. This all sign here. Let me get a look. United States Steel Corporation. Lynch, Kentucky. Another look inside the building here. What's left of it. This is an incredible sight, guys. It's just amazing. It's beautiful. I'd like to go inside, or at least take a peek inside that power plant. That looks like it's a no-go. It's got a big old fence around it. There's a bear here near the mine. What's interesting about this guy is he's covered in coal. You swing around and look at his face. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Got a train depot over here. I'll start giving you some statistics on the town. Now, as I said earlier, and as you read earlier, at one time there was 10,000 people here. The population's around 600 now. The median age is 59. That compares to 39 for the US. So this town is considerably older than most places. 56% of the town is female. Interesting. 44% male. Look at this old engine. The U.S. steel train engine was restored and repainted, or painted. I wonder if I can climb up there and take a look. What do you guys think? I think this old man can get up here. Yeah, the door's open. Wow. Yeah, so we can crawl right in. This is where the engineer seats or sits. It's the engineer's seat. That's what I was trying to say. But anyway, yeah, so you can sit here and envision yourself driving this train. Something all of us young men, or men of any age, do, or did, when we were young, I would think. Yeah, I've got a caboose here. It looks like we can go inside that. Let's do it. I always love going inside cabooses. All right, so into the caboose we go. Oh, please use door at the other end. I hope they don't mind. I'm just going to go in this way because the light is behind me here, and I want you guys to see everything. And a little sink, a little desk, storage. It looks like. Wow. Toilet. Where did it go? Just out on the tracks? I would guess so. Got a little of everything here. Looks like that was a oven, maybe to cook some food. A place you can sit and just kind of look out the window. Wave to the kids as you go by. That's what I would do. A locker of some sort. Another desk here, it looks like. That is too cool, isn't it? I feel like I'm 7 years old again. And there's the depot itself. Let me continue on with the numbers as I head that way. Now here's the ethnic breakdown. 79% white, 18% black, 1% Hispanic, 2% mixed race. Let's see, this railroad depot was finished in 1925, one of the few brick structures in Lynch because the stone quarries were closed. So this has been here almost 100 years. It said it discontinued passenger service in 1956. And then converted into a bathhouse. Wow. All right, here's the median household income. $29,954 a year. I don't have to tell any of you, that's low. That's $576 a week. Household income, so that's everybody that lives in the house, 15 years old and older, making income combined. I looked up the amount of people per household, 2.4 people per household here. And here is, well, it says fire station, but I believe it's City Hall now. Built in 1921, it says. I've seen police here as well, parked in front. So I think it doubles as a police station as well. Now this big building kind of dominates the area here, and it's actually quite interesting. There's a sign here. Let's go take a look at it. Here we go. Office and bathhouse. This building is 313 feet long, 40 feet wide. Housed the general office personnel. It was also the bathing facility for men and foremen. Yeah, designed to accommodate 1,500 people. The bathhouse at its peak served 4,500 men. 71 showers were furnished. Smoke room was provided for training mine rescue workers. Yeah, so you think about it, you would need that. You're in a coal mine. You can imagine how much coal was covering your body. And I bet there was nothing nicer than a bathhouse. Can't really see anything in there. Now the coal company also built a big store, supply store, where the residents in town could get anything and everything they needed. This is what's left of it. I don't know if you can see that sign up there. 1919, the United Supply Company, Incorporated. Here's the back of the building. The sign caught my eye. I don't know if you can read that. There is nothing here, or there is nothing in here to steal. The Kentucky State Police already stole. Well, yeah, something going on there. A few more numbers. I told you the incomes, and you know it's really low. So what's poverty like? It's pretty bad, 31.7% overall. But here's where it's really bad. Children 17 and under, 82%. 8 out of every 10 child here lives in poverty. Folks 65 and older, though, it's 9%. That is actually a good number. That's lower than the U.S. Cost of living, here's the index. 77. One of the lowest I've seen. The big one's housing, of course. It's a 41, so it's 59% lower. And I'll show you some houses later. But let's do crime real quick also. Last year, 22 incidents per 1,000 people. That compares to 23 for the U.S. So crime here is just a shade lower than the rest of the country as a whole. Came over here to show you the high school. There's this one and this one. This one actually says Lynch, graded, and high school. Perhaps it started that way and then they built this high school later. There's also another high school here. I will show you it shortly and explain to you why. Looks like we can take a peek inside, doesn't it? Yeah, it's just in ruins, isn't it? Another window over here. Look, there's some desks there. Is that what that is? I'm just holding the camera inside the window. I think there's another way to look in over here too. Wow. Well, should I go in? I guess I could do that till somebody runs me off, huh? Probably not safe in here, but yeah, there's those school desks again. I guess this was a classroom. Yeah, it's totally in ruins. Kind of spooky. Here's another classroom. And the desks are all just, or the desks, I'm trying to say, are all just piled up here. It's insane, isn't it? There's another room over here. Let's take a look. Yeah, more of the same. This is something, isn't it? Yeah, I'm back in, I guess, what was the main hall of the school. That's just spooky like a scary movie spooky, isn't it? Wow. Alright, well anyway, high school is right here, next door. It looks like it's in even more ruin than this building. Let's see if I can poke the camera. Look, see what's in there. Look, you can see the electric lights up there. Still have bulbs in them. Yeah, let's get a closer look. 1924, Lynch High School. Reward for the arrest and conviction of anyone caught destroying or defacing this building. There's a little hole. Should we take a look inside? Oh, it's dark. Oh, the camera's picking up some light though. Wow. Yeah, I'm at the side of the building now. UK. Sorry guys in England, that's not United Kingdom. That's for University of Kentucky. Let's poke the camera in some of these windows. Wow. It's just totally in ruins, isn't it? I wonder what this little hole is. Holy cow. That is some imagery. Honestly, I can't wait to see this and edit. Incredible. Guess I'm not going to be able to go inside this one. This one looks in worse condition than that last building, though. It really might be unsafe. Here's the back. Wow. Here's the river that runs right along it. Just being quiet so you can hear what I'm hearing. And the car. Well, let's take a look at some residential, shall we? Before I take you to that other high school. Just give you a look at some of the homes here. They look pretty nice, don't they? I didn't give you a median home value yet. It is $54,600. I don't have to tell any of you that that is really low. Some big houses though. Wow. Yeah, houses look pretty awesome. Well, let's see. This is the only store I've seen in town. I guess it's still open. Oh, maybe not. Closed. Store closed until further notice. I guess maybe they lost their only store. I guess. And right up here is the post office. Lynch, Kentucky. It's the Oast office. No, just kidding. It's the post office. Alright guys, here's the other school. The Lynch Colored Public School. Yeah, Lynch was segregated up until 1960. So this is where black children went to school. And this building's still in use. It's in a lot better shape than the other ones. There's a placard over here. Let's go see what it says. Lynch Colored High School, West Main High School. W.L. Show was principal. 3956 was an outstanding and progressive administrator. After his retirement, Coach John V. Coleman promoted to principal. School name changed to West Main High. School had many notable students and athletes. Alright, so there you go. It's just a really interesting town to drive around and walk around, by the way. If you're ever able to come up here, I highly recommend it. It's a fascinating place. There doesn't appear to be any kind of grocery store, gas station. I mean, I showed you that one earlier. It doesn't look like it is open. So I guess the people who live here go to Cumberland, which is a few miles down the road, Cumberland, Kentucky. And just so you know, I'm going to do a video of Cumberland eventually. It's an interesting town as well. Not this trip, but soon. Just taking another drive through a neighborhood real quick. And look at that backdrop. A beautiful mountain with the clouds in it. It's a really interesting place. You hear us YouTubers use the term forgotten a lot. This really feels like that, doesn't it? Feels like a little town forgotten in time. Very, very quiet. But you know what? I like that. I like quiet places. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. Up next, we are heading into Philadelphia. I promised Nicole a week with her family before the year's ended, so that's what's happening next. While there, I'm going to shoot a couple videos, including one in Camden. We had already did a Camden video. It's not very good. We did it early in the channel. So I want to go into Camden and really dive into the city and tell you what's happened to it, how it became one of the most prosperous cities in the country, and its downfall and why it isn't now. So that's all coming up next. I hope to see you there.